I'm Mad Marc. It's laundry day again. Do 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 do. And that means, that means nice shower. You can shave the face. Clean clothes. Looking good, smelling good. And on a laundry day, just gotta have something to do while you're waiting for the laundry, or else you're just looking at the clock. You're looking at the time and it's getting real sickening, right? So what we're gonna do is when I put a load in here, is we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna take poor little Sticky apart and we're gonna build the Reggae Shark. I think that's a great idea. Let's put some laundry in. Right. Woo! Now that's fun. Let's get the heck upstairs and get started on this. Gotta love laundry day for this kind of thing. Gives you an excuse. I'm gonna make a rocket ship. A Benedict rocket ship. A ship of a rocket Benedict. The Benedict ship. Alright. Woo! Here we go, guys. Here we go. Got everything set up. Okay, it's time to take Sticky apart. This is Sticky. I couldn't wait for the frame, so I made one out of popsicle sticks. Now it's time to take them apart. All right, all we need here is, book of spells, the symbol spell. Just like that. Okay. All right. These parts, these are the motor mounts that I used. They're not really motor mounts. I made them, not made them. I turned them upside down. They were the top cover to a motor mount for the Andromeda Kodo. There we go. That's what it was. Yay! Okay. We don't need those. They're like destroyed. Yes. So get rid of those. These here, I don't know if I'll need them. They're just that yoga mat stuff that it's like foam, you know, like for feet. I use them for feet. I don't think I need them. And this is the glue. I don't think I need the glue. So to get rid of the glue, the excess glue. This is good old Sticky. We can put this bugger to rest. If anybody wants them, ask for them in the comments below. You can grab them and build them and do whatever you want with Sticky. It's all yours. And this is the two things for the Sticky that sticks up, and it was protecting the camera at that time. All right, there we go. Now, what do we have left here? The dryer. Break time! Let's go. Okay, I don't want to leave this project too long. I can't leave this project too long. I can't. Too long. Okay, we gotta go on. We gotta put this into the dryer, and we gotta put the clothes in the dryer, and we gotta some jeans right here. In the dryer. Just put it on there. Hit the button, and then go to the roof, and then we'll get like 40 minutes to come back downstairs, and then we gotta do it. Bring it up. Okay, so here we go. All right. Fast. Alright, looks like my Cinderella mice got busy and cleaned it all up, took all the little pieces of glue and stuff off and got it all nice and ready. Alright, I wanted to say that right away, okay, I was going to say earlier that everything here, minus the flight controller, because I already had it, and yeah, that's about it. It cost me only $134, and that's with shipping and everything. And I got the Reggae Shark frame. I got the motors, the 8.5 by 20 millimeter motors fast. I got the the rolling spider Parrot propellers, 2 sets actually, and I got the MicroFPV all-in-one cam / VTX. And that's with the $9 standard post letter padded envelope and everything. It all came in perfect condition. Okay, now let's put this thing together here. All right, what I'm gonna do here is this comes with it, and it's like what does it say on it? It's like, yes, double-sided, like sticky mounting, kind of like a foam sort of thing, and we're gonna use that to minimize the vibration going to the flight controller. I've already cut out some I've already drawn out some pieces that I'm going to cut out here so that the little oh geez, I can't even think straight. These here have to go upside down. These are on the bottom for the Nano QX FPV, which means that it's going to have to be like this, which means it's going to have to be like this, so you can get to the motors, or so you can plug the motors in, and that means that you have to cut this so that it will also fit in there, and there's space for these to come through. Okay, so plus what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this excess pieces as a dampener too, to stop vibration to our cam / VTX. Now the Nano QX FPV flight controller, you can use a lot of different flight controllers for this project. Benedetti, and I get a lot of other people, they definitely highly recommend the AlienWii, and I think that's cool. I gotta get one of those. You can actually hook that up to, like, what is it, Clean Flight, I guess? I'm not sure, I could be wrong, correct me if I am. Now, this sucker I've seen on, like, what is it, there's like, they sell it at Horizon, RC Drones, eBay, and you can get this like all over the place online, which is just great. Like, I've seen it like $40 and up and down and stuff, eh? So, anyways, let's get started here. My laundry's done. Okay, we're gonna get this done. Okay, let's go. I don't know what I'm Oh my goodness, this project is so exciting. I'm having way too much fun with this. Alright, let's get this done. There's no way to take this off. There's no way to make this stop. Woo, let's go. Hey, here we are. Alright, we're heading back up. We're on the way. Motor man, we're here. Back. This is so super cool. Dragging my laundry back in, and we're out of it. Oh, okay. Oh. All right. Let's see here. Let's get this cut first, just so I can have a good look at what I'm dealing with as far as what I've got left over, and if I've actually cutting large enough space to be able to plug in motors. And I'm having a brain fart. I bet you anything I will not remember the name of the connectors for the motors, either for the flight board or on the end of the wires. I bet you I won't remember before the end of this video, just because I'm retardedly excited. Excited, excited, excited. Okay, let's have a look here. I've got it cut out. Now, it looks like it's going to nicely clear that. It's not the coolest looking cut in the world. I don't look like Batman artistry. Wait a minute. If I just... Yeah, it'll look good. Okay, so we're just going to take this side off and stick it on there. And that way it's ready to go. I can just peel the other side off when I'm ready to stick it onto the frame. And then that's all good to go. And this will stop the vibration from, you know, the motors turning and vibrating the frame. It'll stop the vibrations going to the flight controller, which can really, when there's vibrations going to the flight controller, it can really mess things up. With especially this one, it just doesn't like it. It does not like it. Don't get it one of those, yeah. Okay, so we got that going on. I was just trying to lift the antenna up. I think I'm just going to leave it alone at the moment so it doesn't get bugged around or anything. And I don't know if you noticed, but yeah. No, it's going to be perfect. Okay, and I want to use these two other pieces to also to, yeah, let's put one at one end here, and we'll put the other one there. Let's see. And if I need to make any changes, like for up tilt, I'll do that. But first, we just really need to get that dampening happening, because otherwise the jello effect can ruin the whole experience in your goggles, and that really, really sucks. It's like, oh, wah, wah, wah. Okay, so yes, things are going to look good. Things are going to fit very nicely. Alrighty. Okay, that's the idea with that. Now, let's see, where are we going to stick on first? Everything goes together like Lego. Alright. Let's put, well, let's put this on first. Okay, since I'm going to be setting this one up like so, and having my camera facing front so that this part here will, you know, protect the antenna, right? These little notches here, make sure they're pointing towards the bum. And then these slide right, actually, these will slide right in here, like so, like so, and they will, and it'll lock. I haven't tried it yet. This is like, gotta put on the binocular glasses for this. Oh yeah, I see, okay. So, let's see, here it goes. Like, come on. Oh, this is gonna be so cool, you guys. Like, super cool. This thing crashes like a rubber ball, I hear. Yeah, I might have this wrong. Oh, yeah, I do. See that little hole right there? Ha! And see that little one right here? It looks like they line up. And let's see. So it goes like this. Goes like that. And what? You lift this. Are you guys laughing at me? Stop laughing. No, you can laugh. Don't laugh. Well, laugh. I got to speed this up, I think. With the holy smoke. This is gonna be cool. I just have to get it into place, and I will. Okay, so I guess from the looks of it, I kind of gotta give it a bit of a bend here, right? That way, when you slide these two ends in on each side, you're still lifting the center to go over top of the little nub that it locks into. See that? Right there he goes. So, and then there, and she pops right in like that. Oh, nice. No gluing or anything. Just super cool. Okay, yeah, I think maybe we'll start with putting this in first. Hey, it's the first time I got a chance to like get my hands on this, so I may make a few errors in this video, but nothing major, right? Right? I hope. Nah, this is gonna be really cool. Look at that. Fits in there. Is that ever sick? I mean, it's like, okay, all right, and this is neat. Couple, oh look at that, couple screws. The way you go, it's in there. I'll pop that in after I put the camera in there. Now, I think what the first thing I'm gonna put in, or the next thing I'm gonna put in, I think it'll be the camera. Yeah, it'll be the camera. Let's get that sucker in there. Okay, let's line this little guy up. Oh wait, or should I get the motors going on? Let's have a look here. I was wondering too, if I stick the flight controller right in the back, are these wires even gonna make it? They should make it. They should. Let's just slide it. Yeah, yellow and black, or yellow and black, white and black on the left, front, and the right, back. So we'll put that in there, and then this you could run through. Let's see if it'll make it first before I start messing around with it too much. And I was gonna mount that there, but it looks like it's really like just. It may actually still do it. Yeah, maybe you guys. Okay, so the motor's pressure fit in there, as you see me easily slide it in there for starters. I would, oh yeah, this is gonna work, I think, you guys. Let's see here. Let's get a little bit. Wow. I might have to bring it a little more in center. Let's see. It's gotta be at least up to, oh, it'll fit in there, maybe? In the hole? Maybe? No? You know what? It's probably best if the flight controller is in the center of the frame anyways. I'm imagining that the flight characteristics would be a lot better, I imagine. Just because otherwise you're pivoting, you know, you're pivoting in the center of the flight controller, you know, like the way it thinks. So you got it in the center, it's going to evenly, you know, but if you got it in the back, it's going to, you're going to get different flight characteristics. I don't know. We're going to find out. Always experiment. It's so important to experiment. You have no idea. Always. Even if you destroy something, just you got it, because you may just find something that no one would have thought of before, and it could be a lot of fun to play with. Okay, so if I bring this into the center and I've got some holes here for these two, see, I won't remember, right? For the motors to plug into the connectors. We're just gonna keep having that show up like a little sign, like, okay, then that means I don't have much room between the camera and the flight controller, much really. Maybe though, if I move the camera up front a little bit, it's kind of exposing it, but I can add something in the front, a little bumper or something. I've done it before. Let's see here. Decisions. But if we go further back over to here, we won't be able to access the mount. So let's see. Let's slide this around this way now and see how far back can we get away with this way before we can't plug in a motor anymore. And it seems to be about around there. And let's see how much the camera would be sticking out. Right over there. Well, still the lens. But I can do something with that. We can do something very interesting with that. Okay, let's go for it. Let's mount this flight controller in here now. It's almost like it's the heart of it. Maybe we got to build everything around it, right? It kind of makes sense. Okay, the heart, the brain, the gyro. Wait. Okay, let's go like this. Let's line it up. Eyeball it, right? Okay. I'm the king of eyeballing. Not eyeballing, eyeballing. And let's see here. Yeah, I should get like rulers and stuff like that. I just don't have one. Does that make any sense? Okay, it's sticking already and I haven't got it quite into place. Let's just be careful not to pull on our TSC connector because we want to rip it off the circuit board or just screw up the solder connection and make it all not good, eh? Okay, so slide that sucker. Put it around there, I'd say would be about right. Let me get this wire out of the way so I can really see before I push it right down and get it nice and on there. And it's, according to the board, pretty straight, pretty center. It's pretty. I'm pretty. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so we got that in there. Alright. Let's see what we're looking at for this camera now. Right. Okay. This could be interesting. There's gonna be a lot of it sticking out still. But let's just try this out. Let's get this cable out of the way. Let's mount the camera. We can always move this stuff around. It's just best to lay it out. That way you know, whoops, what you gotta change just by the way things are fitting. So I'm gonna line this sucker up the best I can. I don't want to bug. You don't want to bug the flight controller. You don't want to be all smacked up against it and stuff. That thing needs to like think it's in one of those deprivation tanks or whatever it's called. It's got to be like completely chilling and having an iced tea, and it doesn't want to know like it doesn't want to know who's vibrating and who's humming and who's hopping and dancing and skipping and stuff. I think I should back that little piece up there, hey? Oh wow, never mind. Seems to be on there good now. Well, that's gonna collect a lot of dirt. Well, wow, it just really sticks on well. Okay. Alright, I don't know if this double-sided stuff is going to do for vibration, but it's kind of lifted a little bit in the back because the solder on the other side, the solder joint, the big wires, is creating a bit of a, I should fix that. Let's see. Now let's put the rest of the motors in. Again, we're gonna have the black and white on the left front here, and well, if you're looking at it like as if you're sitting in the quad, you know what I mean? Left and then back right, it's like so, and these, we're gonna need some feet too. But yeah, these motors just slide right in there like it's no one's business but its own. I'd laugh so hard if like this thing that I'm wearing is like in the whole video and you can't see nothing I'm doing. Oh, I wouldn't laugh. I'd be just like, no! If you see like some really fast video go by and it's just a bunch of my head and that, wow, then you know I failed. Okay, so this goes in there just like so. Nicely pressure fits, right? And the same goes for on this side. This is also the color. Yellow, why do I keep saying yellow? It's like, okay, so yeah, red and blue. Alrighty, okay. Now, what I would do, and I'm gonna, is I'm gonna make sure that these wires don't rip right out of the motor. And to do that, I'm planning to use some adhesive, and it's called, where the heck did it go? Adhesive, there it is. It's called Zap Goo. I know you've seen that in another video on that. And it's pretty solid, hard stuff, eh? It's really great. It glues anything on there. I use it on this so that if the cable gets pulled, it doesn't get ripped out from inside of the circuit board, eh? So that's the idea, to kind of do the same thing here. I guess if it broke up further, it might be a little bit easier to fix, you know? I'm going to get to that, though, in a minute. First, before we do that, we're going to put on the props just to see how darn cool this looks. Now this thing swings out, which means this moves counterclockwise and this moves clockwise. So that means you want this one here, and then so that it spins and it moves the air out. That's how I look at it. Swim in, swim out, swim out, swim in. You can see that I've been messing around with these props and stuff because it's sticky and that. It's all like green stained and everything. And let's see here, matches up. Is it the same one? Yeah, so then you go crisscross, right? It's always easy to remember. Ooh. There's a little lazy there. I thought it was cool and stuff. Just push it on. Don't do that. Pick it up nicely. Grab hold of the motor. Stick your left foot in and twist it all about. And then you grab the next one, and it's, yep, obviously, right? It's the last one out of the pack. Careful. Careful. You don't want to, like, catch it by the wires like that. There. Okay. Now we want to plug the motors in. And flip it over. We're gonna clean it up and tie these down and everything. But first, we're just gonna plug this in, and let's start with this one. They all coincide. You can kind of see it. It's nicely laid out, nice and easy, right? And so we'll plug this in here. So I'll put my finger on the other side of the flight controller, so that way I can crash it. Shoot the right way. Going inside out. Hey, this is easy. Oh, that's because it's the wrong way around. Okay, that's alright. I got this. Ta-da. Slap that in there. There we go. Now let's put the other one in there. This is like Lego, you know? It really isn't that difficult to put one of these together, you know? I think the most difficult part about this is, I don't know, maybe the weight? No, it's not even a long wait. It's just that, you know, you get so excited. I get excited. I don't know about you guys, but I get so excited. It's ridiculous. Isn't it? I'm a circus, though. I am. Not like the kind of circus you think. I'm just a circus. Okay. Now this sucker's put together. The only thing that the camera's a little crooked, eh? Well, I can fix that. Just, I actually want to back up this little piece anyways. So we'll go like this. And we'll back it up a little bit. About there. Whoa. Like that. Don't touch it too much, or the weather won't take it back. I mean, no, that's birds. It's close. Now, I'm going to slap that sucker back in there. I'm going to line it up better. Honestly. Back it up just a little bit more. Just don't want to touch it. I want that thing to almost be floating again, right? That flight controller. That sucker, this one's temperamental. But once you get it and it's, you know, like the flight controller here, the Nano QX FPV flight controller, if you get it in the in its right spot where it's all happy and stuff. It's great. I like the flying acro. I really love acro. Self-leveling too, but I'm just like really big on like turning off horizon mode, and I can't get enough of that. It just really, I can't. Okay, now I noticed something, and that this doesn't cover over top of my antenna, and I'm pretty sure it's just that little piece of sticky tape. So I'm just gonna pull that up again. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I bet you anything though, if I just take this, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put it right on the corner. I'm gonna try that. This way we don't like kill it for height, right? And we just catch the lip of it, and it may be just enough to stop the vibration when we put it on there, and still get it down a little lower. You know, kind of like pushing up against it in a sense, backing up there. Yes, and see if that helps. See if that works. Okay, I'm gonna line that up again, and I'm actually going to push forward and roll it a little bit to try and get it low, like that. And let's see if that even dropped it down a little bit. I don't think it did, but if I work it a little bit forward, a little bit more, and that doesn't work. Okay, all right. So I'm running into just a couple little difficulties, which is not a problem. I can work through this. Let's put this sucker back on. Now, did I make any? Nope. Let's put this back on here, like so. And okay. Alrighty. Okay, let's attach this to see exactly how much clearance we have. Just a couple of screws here. It looks like it's Phillips, like a star. And so we'll grab a little screwdriver here. Where'd my screwdrivers go? No! Where's my screwdrivers? There they are. Okay. Alright, you got a Phillips screwdriver here. Phillips head? No, it's not. Okay, this will fit. This will fit. Looks like I'm losing daylight. Turn the light. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see here. Now, grab this bar. And it just fits in here like this. I don't know if you can see that. Prop out of the way. See these two little holes there? Well, it just fits in like so, and then a screw goes in at either end. So, grab a screw. I guess get it in any way you can, right? Fumble it around, whatever it takes. And just remember that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and getting the same results. Always experiment. Always go like, don't be afraid to go far into the ether. Don't be afraid to question, would this work? Like, or why won't that work? And what could I do to make that work? Or that doesn't do that, but what can I slap together that does this, plus that equals the sum of results that you're after. Just constantly experiment. Never give up. When in doubt, get a Slurpee and a bag of chips. Chill out, relax, come back to it. And okay, so that's there now. That's really cool looking, by the way, I must say. This whole thing looks really cool. I'm gonna have a look at this here. I may have to, oh, look at that. Just slide, do a little duck underneath there. And just kind of sliding the power cable under through that little hole for now. There's so many places to thread everything. Well, we can have one heck of an up tilt like this. Oh boy. This camera just doesn't seem to, the antenna doesn't clear it. Okay, so what if I brought it forward a little bit? Oh, you know what? I may just have to turn this whole thing around. Maybe it would work better if that case was more like, no, it wouldn't, I don't think. We're going to come up with a way to do this. And I'm going to show you in the next video what I came up with to make this camera work with this frame. I'm explaining how it works, and I'm going to also come up with some feet. Tonight I'm going to, let's do the zap goo thing here right now. Let's do that before we end this video, okay? Because I know that it should actually result in less problems and damage to the wires going to the motors. I hope it's worked in the past so far. Plus, I mean, this whole thing is exposed down here, right? So we're really gonna need to come up with some feet as well. Here, let's just push this through a little bit more and give ourselves some more to work with so we can see it, eh? Let's push that down there. Get a little bit more motor going on. And get that, whoa, this one fits nice and snug. It's probably got a little bit of hot glue on the motor still. Nothing wrong with snug fitting. 0 clearance rules. Okay. Alrighty. My dad was an aircraft engineer. Everything he did, 0 clearance. Everything he made. He was an inventor as well. Yeah. Make sure we don't glue this to anything that we don't want it to be glued to. I'm just going to put a little bit of this, get it going, put it on some paper. Zap goo. Yeah, this stuff is great for fixing anything when it comes to the hobby stuff especially. And it's going to put a little bit in there. I'm not going to put a large layer because it takes a while to dry. Like, I think it takes 72 hours to completely cure. And I mean, and when it does, it's solid, you know, it's happening. I'm really impressed with it. It saves you from ripping wires out, like, it really does. It's just funky to use. I don't really want to completely change the shape of the bottom of the motor because I'm going to want to make some feet for it. It's got to be able to fit, especially if I, go down the old hardware store or something and get something just the right size and then come back and I'll be trying to sand the glue off or something, eh? Like, some sort of a crazy thing going on. Okay, so let's see here. We've got our, we're almost done. Put that on there like so. I'm going to make sure again that you're not destroying the whole shape of the bottom of the motor. Not too much glue, but make sure there's enough. And hopefully this should save you some grief later on down the road. And there we go. There we go. Have a look at that. Zap goo, fellas. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down and make this off over there, put the cap back on. Alrighty, now we're going to let this dry and I'm going to come back, and when I come back I'm going to show you how I mounted the camera and we'll be probably going down there. We're going to try a couple of my batteries to see if I can get this thing to fly, and if not, we're going to go down to Cellar Dweller to visit Perry, and we're going to get him to find a battery for us. Alrighty, okay, I know what time it is. Well, it's shower time. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to all my subscribers. I love you. Smash that like button. Subscribe for more videos. And stay tuned for the test flight of the Reggae Shark. Coming right up.